The NFL draft has come and gone. The Tennessee Titans stood pat with their first round pick, which was number 7 overall. A lot of mixed grades on this pick, but I give it an A overall. Stay tuned and I'll let you know why. Hey, how we doing, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. The Titans stood pat at pick number 7. They took Latham, offensive tackle out of Alabama, who happened to receive all SEC honors last year in college. But there's 2 big knocks. Well, I don't consider them big, and I'll get into why, but there's 2 knocks on this guy which have caused draft grades to be lower because of these 2 reasons. And I'll get into the first one, okay? The first one is that people believe the Tennessee Titans could have traded back and still acquired this guy. They're calling this a reach. Now, sure, maybe they could have traded back and got him. Maybe not. We're never going to find out. And the Titans obviously wanted this guy. I am a firm believer that if you truly want a guy, take him. Don't play around. Don't try to get cute and trade back and possibly miss the guy that you want. If you want him that bad, just take him. It's just, I don't get that part. And you don't know if someone else is going to take him, okay? So that part, I just don't buy it at all. There's a chance that Titans could have traded back and he could have went within the next few picks. You don't know that. And why do the guessing game when you want the guy? That's just, in my opinion, that's just stupid. You're playing a lot of what ifs here. What if this happened? What if that happened? Well, it didn't, okay? So just get over it. Now, NFL.com's Lance Zierlein, he graded his top 5 offensive tackles. And guess who his highest was? You got it, Latham. He gave him a 6.71. Now, the next guy up was Joe Alt at 6.49. And he happened to go 2 picks before Latham did to the Chargers. Latham is 6'6", 342 pounds. And, Brian Callahan even said that there aren't many guys who have his size and move at his fluidity. He had 41 knockdown blocks in 13 games last year, and that averages out to 3.2 knockdowns per game. I think this is the strongest player in this draft class. He only gave up 2 sacks last year in more than 400 passing downs. He's a big guy. He has 11-inch hands. And if you have not seen the video of him and Will Levis meeting each other, man, Levis checks out his hands, the size of the guy. He's massive. He's a mammoth of a human being. He's a people mover. He's going to open up running lanes. And most importantly, he's going to protect Will Levis. Now, the second knock on this guy is that he is a right tackle. Ran Carthon came out and said that they intend to start Latham at left tackle. But he did say if he doesn't feel comfortable there and it doesn't look right and look natural, they can move him back to right. He said they need tackles, period. Now, everybody is taking this statement and blowing it out of context because, for one, you need people to read articles. You need something to talk about. You want drama to get people stirred up. And everyone's saying, oh, well, he's a right tackle. Oh, he's not going to pan out. They're already saying it. He's going to go back. He's going to go right. You're already giving it out. You don't have confidence. No, he's not saying that, okay? Rand is just saying, hey, he's going to be our left tackle, and we think he can play there. But absolute worst case, and he doesn't work out, we move him to the right, and then we have a right tackle. He's not wrong. The Titans needed tackles, period. People are having a hard time, though, justifying the number 7 overall pick and taking a potential right tackle. And I get that. But the Titans have come out saying they intend on him being left tackle. And not to mention, he did play left tackle in high school at a top flight high school for football players that come out, regularly and get 5-star recruits, which, by the way, he was a 5-star recruit out of high school going to Alabama. And Alabama happened to need a right tackle. And he was comfortable moving there after playing left tackle in high school. And in no way is that a knock on him. If anything, that's an attribute. Evan Neal, if you guys remember him, was already at Alabama, and he was already the left tackle. He was drafted 7th overall in 2022 by the Giants. So Alabama, who has studs all over the place, has Neal already there at left tackle. They go out, get another 5-star recruit in Latham, and they say, hey, guy, can you move to the right side? Yeah, I can do that. And that makes him versatile, and people are knocking him for that. That doesn't make sense to me. You know, and like I said, Evan Neal, he was a 7th overall pick in 2022. The left tackle position is not foreign to Latham. He has played it. And Callahan said that Latham himself sees himself as a left tackle. Not to mention, new offensive line coach Bill Callahan loves Latham. And it is noted that Latham was his favorite player in the entire draft. Bill is the best offensive line coach in the NFL, and if he loves a player and thinks he can move to the left side, you have to listen to him. Why have him as your offensive line coach? If he says he loves a player and he can move back to the left, which he's already played, listen to the guy. Or else, why have him on the team? Why have him on the staff? Bill also took a guy named Tyrone Smith, which you might happen to know, when he was drafted by the Cowboys, and had him transition from right to left. And Tyrone Smith, who is a 2-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time second-team All-Pro, made 8 Pro Bowls. He's on the NFL's 2010s All-Decade team, future Hall of Famer. I'd say that worked out just fine. The Titans also knew that Alt was going to be taken by the Chargers at number 5, and it sounds like this was the pick for the Titans for quite some time now. And, you know, obviously we just didn't know because look at all the mock drafts. There wasn't many that had Latham picked to the Tennessee Titans, but there was few. There wasn't many though. A lot of people wanted the Titans that, you know, they figured the best fit was Alt. Okay, that's a great fit, but doesn't mean he's going to fall to 7. And then they said, oh, well, what about Malik Neighbors or Rome Odunze? We all figured Malik Neighbors wasn't going to fall to 7. And we figured Odunze would. And I had him mocked to the Titans as well. And that's a flashy, sexy pick. But it didn't happen. And at the same time, I would have been happy with Odunze. I really would have been. Because it's, you know, it's that flashy, sexy pick. You want it kind of as a Titans fan. I would have liked it. But at the same time, that doesn't block for Will Levis to throw that ball to what would have been your flashy pick if you can't block. You needed an offensive lineman. The Titans knew what their objective was. They went in, they got a tackle, and they got a left tackle. So let's just wait for the preseason to play out. Let's see how camp goes. And let's get to the regular season as well. I mean, we got ways to go. If Callahan can work with this guy, which listen, he's the best offensive line coach in the NFL. He will make him a left tackle. It's going to be okay for everybody that's freaking out. And like Rand said, worst case scenario, he's the right tackle. The offensive line was garbage for the Tennessee Titans last year. It's going to be okay. It's going to be better. Now imagine the left side here, okay? You have Latham at left tackle. You have Peter Skoronski at left guard. And then you have Lloyd Cushenberry, the newly acquired free agent center at center. And man, the left side is built. The left side is big because Cushenberry is a big dude. And I don't know if you guys have seen videos of Skoronski, but he got bigger. This is a big offensive line. They're going to bully people. They're athletic and big at the same time, which is a great combination. Not good combination for the defensive lines that are going to have to go up against this offensive line, but for the Tennessee Titans, it is good. And not to mention, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, I will be doing an individual video for each draft pick, but there happened to be a guy that Tennessee took in the second round who's also a big boy. And you have him and Big Jeff going up against this new offensive line. Those are going to be some really fun battles to watch and see them, progress in camp because they're only going to make each other better. And, that lovely quote that Titans have used forever where iron sharpens iron, that's going to hold true here. These guys are going to make each other better. But guys, let me know down below what you think of this pick. I personally like it. Like I said, I gave it an A. What would you give this pick? Are you happy with the pick? Did you really want a wide receiver instead or a flashy player? A lot of guys wanted Odunze or Bowers or trade back. So let me know what you guys think down below. And as always, tighten up.